Growing up is, well, it's an incredible adventure, isn't it? But sometimes confusing too.
Definitely.
Suddenly you're just bombarded with new information, expectations, changes. It can feel like a whole lot to navigate.
It really can.
So today's deep dive is basically your shortcut to clarity. We've gone through a really comprehensive guide, drawing on medical expertise, psychotherapeutic wisdom, and real-life experiences too. And we've tried to extract the most important kind of nuggets of knowledge. Our mission is to help you understand your changing body, your emotions, relationships, all that stuff during these formative years.
Without feeling overwhelmed.
Exactly, without feeling overwhelmed. Think of it like, I don't know, personalized guide to being truly well-informed about growing up great.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. We often focus on what we see when we talk about growing up, right? The physical changes.
Right. The outward signs.
But the true magic, maybe, and the real starting point, it's actually hidden deep inside your brain.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like this grand conductor starting an incredible symphony way beyond what you might cover in a, standard school biology lesson.
It really is. And what's fascinating here, the real revelation, is the precise trigger for puberty. It actually begins when you're hypothalamus.
Okay, where's that?
It's a small but really important section of the brain, kind of right behind your eyes.
Got it.
And it sends signals to the pituitary gland. Think of that like a command center.
Right.
This gland then kicks off the production of key female sex hormones, estrogen and progesterone.
So those are the messengers.
Exactly. They're chemical messages, essentially telling your body, okay, it's time to start developing.
And that timing, it's different for everyone.
It is. This delicate internal timing helps explain why puberty can start at, quite different ages for different people. There's no single right moment.
That makes so much sense. So that's the internal switch flicking on. But for someone actually experiencing this, what are the very first shifts they might actually notice? Is it always obvious?
Not always obvious, no. It can be quite subtle at first.
Yeah.
But these internal signals do start translating pretty quickly into things you can see and feel.
Right. Like the body's starting to speak a new language, telling you, okay, the journey started.
Exactly. And sometimes those first words, they're literally written on your face, perhaps.
Spots.
Yeah, you might notice spots or maybe a change in body smell, sweating a bit more. Hair starts growing in new places, like your armpits, or maybe existing hair just gets darker or more noticeable.
And inside, what about feelings?
Big changes there, too. Your feelings might seem, larger than life sometimes, harder to figure out.
Right.
And you might find yourself being attracted to people in a totally different way than before.
Okay, so lots going on.
A whole lot. And if we place this in a broader context, one of the earliest and often most prominent physical changes for girls is breast development.
Okay, let's talk about that.
What's absolutely crucial to understand here is that there's no normal breast shape or size. Really?
No single way they should look.
None at all. They can be huge, tiny, pointy, round, all sorts. It's even common for one breast to grow faster than the other.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and often even adult women have slightly different sized breasts. It's completely normal.
So it's just unique to you.
Totally unique. Programmed by your DNA, just like your height or your eye color, there's truly nothing you can do to make them bigger or smaller.
So embracing them is key.
Absolutely. Embracing their individuality. And as they start to grow, they'll need some support, especially for sports.
Because the tissue is delicate.
Exactly. Quite delicate. Crop top vests can be a fantastic first step.
If you're not quite ready for a proper bra.
Yeah, they offer support, hold everything in place. As breasts continue to develop, you'll likely need a bra. There are loads of different styles.
Underwired, non-wired.
Right. Underwired gives more support, but really, comfort and a proper fit are the most important things.
How do you get a proper fit?
Getting a professional bra fitting is essential. Most department stores or lingerie shops offer it, and it's usually free.
Good to know.
Bra sizes involve a number that's for your chest measurement and a letter for the cup size. A good fitting bra should feel comfortable, like you almost don't notice it's there.
No red marks?
Definitely no red marks.
Uh-oh.
And a quick tip, you shouldn't sleep in a bra.
Okay. What about nipples?
Nipples are super sensitive. They tend to stick out when you're cold or excited.
Right.
And some people have inverted nipples, ones that don't pop out. That's also perfectly normal. Not a concern at all.
Okay.
And just gently touching your breasts as they grow, getting used to them. That's a natural part of getting to know your changing body. It can actually feel quite nice.
Right. It's your body, after all.
Exactly.
Okay, so as these changes progress, another, Significant milestone for many is the arrival of periods,
Hmm.
monthly bleeds.
For anyone who hasn't experienced this yet, what are the signs? What hints does your body give you? And how can you feel, prepared?
Yeah, that's a really important question. How can you sort of decode your body's signals to make this transition smoother?
Some common hints that your period might be coming include sore breasts, maybe more spots than usual.
Ah, the spots again.
Yep. Cramping in your lower abdomen, or maybe a yellow whitish vaginal discharge.
And discharge is normal.
Perfectly healthy and normal, yeah.
Hmm.
Also, small spots of blood, sometimes called spotting, can happen for a few months before periods properly begin.
So it might not start suddenly.
Not always, no. It can be gradual. It's actually incredibly helpful to keep a note of these signs.
Like a little diary.
Exactly. To identify your body's unique pattern, and always, always have pads or tampons in your bag.
Like a little emergency kit?
Your superhero kit, ready to go. Pads are a great starting point, easy to use. Tampons are another option. They're small cotton plugs inserted internally.
They come in different sizes.
Yeah, various sizes, with or without applicators, depending on your flow and preference. The key thing with tampons is they need to be changed regularly.
How?
At least every 8 hours. That's really important. So use pads at night instead of tampons.
Why is changing them so important?
It's to avoid a very rare but serious infection called toxic shock syndrome, or TSS.
Okay, TSS, what are the signs?
Symptoms include a high temperature, feeling dizzy or sick, maybe diarrhea, and sometimes a skin rash that looks a bit like sunburn.
And if you suspect that?
Remove the tampon immediately and see a doctor straight away. It's rare, but needs quick attention.
Good to know. And while we're talking periods and bodies, there are some myths around pregnancy, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's crucial to understand the facts. You can get pregnant the very first time you have sex.
Doesn't matter if it's the first time.
Nope. You can get pregnant lying down, standing up, whatever.
Hmm.
You can even get pregnant during your period, though it's less likely.
Right.
And sperm can cause pregnancy even if ejaculation happens near the vaginal opening without full penetration.
Wow.
But let's bust one common myth right now. You absolutely cannot get pregnant from sitting on a toilet seat.
Right. That's just not how it works.
Not at all. Contraception is the only reliable way to prevent pregnancy.
That is such important practical information. And, related to that, it's really vital to remember that doctors, GPs, they've seen and heard everything.
Everything.
They're there to help with any worries about your development, any questions. They won't embarrass you.
Absolutely not. It's their job to help.
And also, just to reiterate, your body is private property. Its size, its shape, that doesn't define your personality or how attractive you are. It's just yours.
So true. Own it.
Okay, so it sounds like these physical changes are just, well, one part of this massive story. Are these same powerful hormones also affecting the brain?
Oh, definitely.
And what does that mean for how young people navigate their feelings during this, intensely shifting time?
It means a lot, actually. The profound truth here is how common it is to feel a bit down just before your period.
PMS, premenstrual syndrome.
That's the one, yeah. PMS. It's a completely normal response to your change in hormone levels, and it might change as you get older, too.
So what helps?
Practicing self-kindness is huge. Treating yourself like you'd treat a good friend who's feeling down.
Be nice to yourself.
Exactly. Keeping that diary we mentioned, it can genuinely help you notice emotional patterns, too, not just physical ones.
Oh, so you can anticipate feeling sensitive.
Yeah, and maybe plan quieter activities around those times. Simple mood boosters can help, too. Curling up in bed, a warm bath, cuddling a hot water bottle. Little comforts.
What about bigger emotions, like anger or frustration?
Totally natural human emotions. Frustration crops up when things don't go your way, right?
Sure.
But the real insight here is that anger isn't always bad. It's like an internal compass pointing you towards something you feel is unfair.
Right.
And when you understand it, it can actually be fuel for positive change. We've seen that historically, right? Think of people like Emmeline Pankhurst or Malala Yousafzai.
Wow, yeah. Using anger constructively.
Exactly. View anger like a guard dog protecting you. But it needs to be managed, understood, not just suppressed, otherwise it can kind of take over.
Makes sense. What about jealousy? That can pop up too.
Another normal part of life, often rooted in wanting to succeed or have what someone else has. If you feel jealous of a friend, try to see the whole picture of their life, not just the one thing you envy.
Easier said than done sometimes.
It is, but it helps. Sometimes even talking about it with the friend carefully can clear the air.
Okay. And stress versus anxiety, people use those terms a lot.
Good point. It's useful to distinguish them. Stress is usually a response to actual pressure, like a big test or a deadline. Anxiety is more the worrying that can happen before or after a situation, sometimes without a really clear cause. That feeling of unease.
How do you manage those worries?
One useful trick is to write them down, get them out of your head. Then look at the list and prioritize. What can you actually control or do something about right now?
Focus on what you can influence.
Exactly. Now, if worries become really overwhelming and cause physical symptoms like struggling to breathe, heart racing, it might be a panic attack.
That sounds scary.
It can feel very scary, but the key is to recognize it for what it is. A wave of intense feeling that will pass.
It won't last forever.
No. Focus on your breathing, especially slow, deep out breaths. Afterwards, it's really important to talk to a trusted adult about what might have triggered it.
Talking seems key for a lot of this.
Absolutely. Bottling up feelings really impacts mental health. Encourage yourself to find outlets, writing, drawing, painting, dancing, making music, whatever gives form to your emotions.
Expressing yourself.
Yes. And even more importantly, talk to someone you trust. A parent, a friend, a school counselor, a doctor. Getting an outside perspective can help make sense of it all.
And if feelings of depression persist,
Then definitely seek professional medical attention. That's crucial.
so bringing this emotional roller coaster together, what's the big picture?
The big picture is that your feelings are a natural, normal response to life. Understanding them helps you know yourself better. It's like learning the language of your own inner world.
And getting active helps too.
Absolutely. Getting active releases endorphins, your body's own natural feel-good chemicals, and even pain relief, which can be particularly helpful during periods or PMS.
Right. Good tip. Okay, this next piece of insight.
Yeah.
It really shifts how we think about something we're just constantly bombarded with. The idea of being pretty.
Ah, yes. The P word.
The guide we're exploring today, it directly challenges that common parental response of, oh, looks don't matter.
Which often doesn't feel very helpful.
Right. And it dives into the narrow, often really rigid lists of what society decides is beautiful at any given moment.
And the overarching theme here is just how fluid that idea of pretty actually is. It changes dramatically throughout history.
Like how?
Well, think about Tudor women shaving their hairlines back to look intelligent, or Georgians obsessing over pale skin using lead-based makeup, or 1950s Hollywood adoring fuller figures. What's considered attractive constantly shifts, and today, we're surrounded by images that are often so highly curated, they're just not realistic.
Filtered and photoshopped.
Exactly. Celebrities and influencers, they have whole teams dedicated to their appearance. Looking perfect is literally their job.
It's not real life for most people.
Not at all. Models in magazines often don't even look like their airbrushed photos in real life. Clothes are pinned, lighting is perfect. And here's a fun fact. Many successful models were actually considered the oddballs or geeks in school.
Really?
Yeah. So these unattainable images, understandably, can make you look at yourself and question if something is wrong with you.
Because you don't match that impossible standard.
Precisely. But your appearance is such a tiny part of who you are as a whole person. The focus should be on accepting and celebrating your unique qualities.
Did you worry about, say, your nose looking big in photos?
Remember that worrying about it distracts from the actual fun of hanging out with your friends and making memories. It's really about being healthy and fit, feeling good in your body, which is possible, whatever your size or shape.
Okay. What about feeling pressured to fit in, to be girly, or act a certain way?
That pressure can definitely make you feel out of place or wrong if you don't fit those stereotypes. But everyone is different, and that's genuinely something to celebrate, not hide.
And this includes questioning gender identity.
Absolutely. If you feel your body doesn't match the gender you identify with, that feeling is known as gender dysphoria. It's a serious and recognized experience. Support is available, and it's important to seek it out.
Okay. Let's talk about body shape changes during puberty. And food.
Right. Puberty often brings healthy, normal changes in body shape, fuller upper arms, hips, thighs. This is part of becoming an adult woman. It's healthy.
Not something to fight against.
Not at all. And eating should be about healthy balance and enjoyment, not constantly calculating calories or following fad diets like fasting or cutting out entire food groups without medical advice.
Food isn't good or bad.
Exactly. Food is necessary fuel for your body to thrive. Our relationship with food is complex, though. It often gets tied up with emotions. We talk about gut feelings, right? Using food, eating too little or too much to cope with feelings can lead to health problems or eating disorders. Things like anorexia, bulimia, or compulsive overeating.
And if that's happening.
That requires talking to a trusted adult and likely professional help. It's really important.
So what's a practical takeaway from all this about pretty and bodies?
That pretty is a fluid, ever-changing concept, often unrealistic. It's really about embracing who you are, challenging those rigid ideas, not trying to copy some impossible image. You are a whole, incredible person, far more than any single feature.
That's powerful. Okay, as your body changes, it's totally normal for your social world to feel like it's shifting too, right? Friendships.
Big time. Friendships can definitely evolve or change during these years.
And that idea of having a best friend forever, a BFF, sometimes that creates pressure.
It really can. And what truly stands out about this is that the best friend ideal isn't always how life actually works. It's perfectly normal and actually really healthy to have a group of friends.
Or different friends for different things.
Exactly. Friends who reflect different interests or parts of your personality, rather than putting all your eggs in one best friend basket.
So what makes a good friend during this time?
Good friends make you feel fantastic about yourself. They genuinely have your back, they support you, they encourage your achievement.
They lift you up.
Yes. But friendships can also be quite harsh during this time, especially if you're seen as different in some way.
Yeah, sadly true.
You need to be wary of frenemies.
Frenemies.
Yeah, people who are lovely one minute and mean the next, or who pressure you to do things you're uncomfortable with. It's truly better to be on your own than with people who consistently make you feel bad about yourself.
That takes courage sometimes.
It does, but it's worth it for your well-being. Another skill is learning to say sorry sincerely. It's a life skill.
Not always easy.
No. And sometimes, instead of sorry, it's actually more powerful to say thank you.
How do you mean?
Like, instead of sorry I'm late, maybe try, thank you for waiting for me. You're such a great friend. It shifts the focus.
Interesting perspective. What about bullying? Online or offline?
If you're being picked on, bullied, harassed,
Yeah.
you do not deserve it. Ever. You need help.
Who should you tell?
Tell a trusted adult immediately. A parent, a teacher, the school nurse, another family member, anyone you trust.
What if you feel like you made a mistake that started it?
If you genuinely made a mistake, like maybe telling a friend's secret, then apologize sincerely. Own it. But if the bullying continues after that, it's no longer about your mistake. It's a pattern of behavior from them, and others need to get involved to stop it.
Right. It's not your fault if it keeps happening.
Absolutely not.
Okay, shifting from friends to family. As you grow, family life can sometimes feel complicated, especially seeking independence.
Oh, yeah. That push-pull for independence can definitely create friction.
How do we navigate that when it feels like parents just don't get it, or there are lots of arguments?
This brings us to a really vital point about family dynamics. It's good to remember that parents can sometimes struggle with their child growing up too. They're adjusting as well.
It's a change for everyone.
Exactly. And families come in all shapes and sizes these days. Step-parents, new siblings, same-sex parents, maybe a parent transitioning gender, living in different places. It's all part of the mix.
And wanting more independence is normal.
Totally normal.
Yeah.
Wanting to spend more time with friends, have more privacy. Arguments, the guide calls them fireworks, are pretty natural too.
So how do you handle the fireworks?
Aim for compromise. Try to see their point of view, even if you disagree. And crucially, try talking to your parents when you're not in the middle of an argument.
When things are calm.
Yes. Maybe plan some shared activities you both enjoy, like watching a film or going for a walk. Build those positive connections. And remember, parents are people too. They make mistakes.
Good reminder. Ultimately, navigating all these relationships, friends, family, it seems to come back to valuing yourself.
Profoundly. Recognizing your own worth is key.
The guide suggests making a me scrapbook.
Yeah, or even just a list, a private list of all the things you like about yourself. Your achievements, big or small, your skills, your unique qualities, things you're proud of.
What do you do with it?
When that critical voice in your head, that internal bully, starts speaking up, you look at your list. Remind yourself of all your strengths and feel genuinely proud. It helps quiet the self-doubt.
I like that, a practical tool. Okay, from friendships and family, let's step into the, well, exciting, sometimes confusing world of crushes and dating.
Ah, yes. The world of fluttery feelings.
The real revelation here, according to the source, is just the sheer variety of crushes you might experience.
Absolutely. You might be drawn to a boy, a girl, maybe someone older, a celebrity you'll never meet, even an imaginary person.
Multiple crushes at once.
Totally possible. And liking girls or boys or both, it's all completely normal.
That's important to state clearly.
Very. Historically, same-sex attraction was often misunderstood or considered wrong, but thankfully it's much more openly discussed and accepted now.
If you're figuring that out, who should you tell?
When telling friends or family about your feelings, maybe choose people you know will be supportive first. Build your confidence. There's absolutely no rush to make a big announcement. It's your journey, your timing.
Good advice. And in any relationship, what's the baseline?
Relationships should always make you feel good about yourself. Full stop.
Not bad or pressured.
Never. And first kisses. They can be quite different from movies.
Awkward.
Sometimes awkward, maybe even a bit rubbish, as the guide puts it. And that's okay. The crucial thing is only doing what you feel ready for. Trust your gut.
Don't force it.
Never force intimacy just to please someone else or to feel like you fit in. It has to be your choice.
Let's talk about the age of consent.
Really important legal boundary. In the UK, it's 16.
What does that mean legally?
Sex before the age of 16 is against the law. This is largely because younger individuals might not be emotionally ready for the consequences, which can be significant and lifelong for everyone involved.
And lots of people wait much longer than 16.
Oh, many people choose to wait until they feel much older and readier. And that is perfectly okay and very common.
What about crushes on older people? Like a teacher or a friend's older sibling?
As daydreams, they're usually harmless. But a crush on an older person should never become a real relationship if you are under 16.
Why not?
If an older person shows genuine romantic or sexual interest in someone under 16, that is a massive warning bell, a huge red flag.
Because they're the adult.
Exactly. They're the adult, they should know better, and it indicates they are not safe, unequivocally.
Okay. Clear boundary. Can we briefly define sexual intercourse?
Sure. It generally involves penetration of genitals. For a man and woman, it's when an erect penis enters the vagina. Semen, which contains sperm, is released, and that can fertilize an egg leading to pregnancy.
But not always.
No, sex doesn't always lead to babies, especially if contraception, like pills or condoms, is used correctly.
And just to recap those pregnancy myths quickly.
You can get pregnant the first time, you can get pregnant lying down, you can get pregnant during your period. Sperm near the vagina can lead to pregnancy. Toilet seats cannot.
Got it. What about losing your virginity? That phrase carries a lot of weight.
It really does, but all it actually means is having sexual intercourse for the first time. It's a personal choice. There's absolutely nothing wrong with not having had sex or with waiting until you feel truly ready.
It's not something you lose.
Not at all. Sex should always be your choice, for your enjoyment, not a favor you do for someone or something to do to impress others.
Okay. What if someone receives unwanted attention? Jokes or comments about their body?
If jokes or compliments about your body make you feel uncomfortable, they are unacceptable. Full stop.
Doesn't matter who it's from.
Doesn't matter if it's someone your age or an adult. You do not have to put up with it. Find a trusted adult and ask for help immediately. Don't stay silent.
Okay. Now let's pivot slightly and talk about the online world. It offers amazing connections, but it definitely comes with risks.
Huge risks. Looking at the wider implications, the internet and social media hold immense power. They can be fantastic for connecting, expressing yourself.
Especially if maybe you feel you can't be your true self offline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that same power can also do immense harm if you're not careful.
Like sharing personal information.
Be extremely careful about what you share in your online profile. Your address, your school, where you hang out. You don't fully control who sees that information.
And it can be used by strangers.
Yes, or just spread much wider than you intended. And remember, what you post online can potentially be searchable forever, years down the line.
So check privacy settings.
Always. Double check your privacy settings on social media. Make sure only actual friends can see your posts, not friends of friends or the public.
What about meeting people you've only known online?
Making online friends can be wonderful, but never, ever meet someone you've only known online without a trusted adult present. And always meet in a public place, never somewhere private.
That applies to adults too, right?
Absolutely. It's just basic safety.
There's a term grooming. What is that?
Grooming is a really serious concern. It's when someone, often an adult, builds trust with a young person over time, specifically to exploit them later, often sexually.
Are there warning signs?
A huge red flag is if they ask you to keep your communications secret. Secret from parents, secret from friends. If that happens, block them immediately and tell a trusted adult straight away.
Okay. What about location settings on phones?
Be very aware of those. Enabling location services on your phone or specific apps means others, potentially anyone, could see your precise location. If someone is harassing you, that's incredibly dangerous. Turn it off unless you really need it for a specific reason.
Other quick digital safety tips.
Block unknown contacts who try to message you. Delete suspicious spam emails without opening them or clicking attachments they can contain viruses or nasty images. Never post your actual mobile number publicly online.
You can block people online too.
Yes, you always have the power to block or delete people from your online life. But it's always better to be careful about who you let into your world in the first place.
What about cyberbullying?
Cyberbullying is still bullying. Just because it's online doesn't make it less hurtful or serious.
What should you do if it happens?
Do not respond to upsetting messages. Don't engage. Save them or screenshot them as a record, as evidence. Then block the person and tell a trusted adult immediately.
What if you see disturbing content online? Violent, scary, sexual.
That should be reported to the platform and potentially to authorities like the police or child protection services, depending on what it is. Don't just ignore it.
Okay. 2 more quick online things. Chain posts.
Chain posts, like share this with 10 friends or something bad will happen. They're totally harmless hoaxes. There's no truth to them whatsoever. Just ignore or delete them.
And online addiction. Gaming, social media.
Yes, that's a real thing. Be aware of it. If your online habits are causing problems with family, schoolwork, sleep, your own well-being, then you need to seek help to find a better balance.
It sounds like the online world is powerful. Use it wisely.
Exactly. Be mindful, protect yourself actively. It's really about finding a healthy balance between your online life and your real-life experiences for your overall mental well-being.
Okay, so bringing this whole deep dive together.
Yeah.
What does it all mean for you, the listener? Growing up is, well, it's a truly intense journey, isn't it? Physical, emotional, social changes all happening at once.
It really is.
And it's completely normal to feel out of place sometimes or question yourself, feel confused. But the key thing is you're absolutely not alone in these experiences.
Not at all. Millions are going through it or have gone through it. And as you get to know your changing body and mind, a crucial question emerges.
Which is?
How can you truly embrace your unique self through all this? It's really about figuring out who you are, separate from all the external pressures. What makes you feel good? What are your strengths?
That me scrapbook idea again.
Exactly. Create that private space, even just a list in your phone notes. Write down things you like about yourself, things you're proud of. Refer back to it. And remember that life is full of opportunities. Don't let fear or what other people might think stop you from trying new things, exploring who you are.
So the bottom line is, your body, your choices, your business.
Perfectly put.
Value yourself, be kind to yourself, and never, ever settle for anything less than what makes you feel genuinely fantastic about who you are. This is your time to get to know yourself.
And there's no rush. It's a journey of self-discovery.
Definitely. So here's a final thought for you to mull over. In a world that's constantly telling you how you should look or feel or be, what single quality within yourself unique to you will you choose to celebrate most fiercely, regardless of what anyone else thinks?
That's a great question to ponder.
And if you want to explore any of these topics further, the source we drew from references some really valuable resources. There's Kidsgate for bullying and friendship issues, Childline for general support on anything worrying you.
Brook.org.uk is great for sexual health and gender identity questions, including links to Mermaids UK for young people questioning their gender. There's a booklet called Mighty Mo for Anxiety.
Child Bereavement UK if you're dealing with loss. Make ways for young carers who have extra responsibilities at home.
And some empowering sites like Shape Your Culture and Betty.me. Plus, for some great stories with strong female leads, think about books like Anne of Green Gables, Philip Pullman's His Dark Materials, or The Hunger Games. Lots of inspiration out there.